Hi Year 3, welcome to a new week. I hope you had a good weekend and you're raring to go again. Here we go with your maths lesson, week 8, lesson 1. You need to look in the emergency Google folder because I've put a link in there for a game on Twinkle. But you need a code to put in there as well to be able to access the game. It's all about telling time. Can you match analog time to digital time? So this is your link. That should take you here and you can enter the pin code KM1246 to access a game that I've set up for you to do a little bit more revision on time. There are different levels to play. You might want to start with level 1 and it's just a matching game. Like so. It says play this fun pairing game to see how quickly you can match the digital and analog times. Good luck. And so on. Now you need your squared paper. I'm going to generate 4 random numbers. They won't be multiples of 10 though. And we've got to think of some addition sums we can make out of those 4 numbers. So those are your numbers. So we're going to choose 2 of these numbers at a time to make addition sums to solve. But we need to try to make 6 different addition sums just using these 4 numbers. So I'm going to try and do it systematically so that we don't miss any out. So I've started with the 53, the first number. I've added it to the 45, to the 61, and then to the 23. Now let's start with the 45. And you see I've started with 45, add 61. I didn't do 45, add 53 because you've already got that there really, haven't you? Just the other way round. So now let's see what sums we can do, starting with 61. Well, we've already added the 61 and 53 together, look. And we've done the 61 and 45. But we haven't done 61 add 23 yet. And those are the 6 sums we can generate from those 4 numbers. There's no point starting with 23 because you've already got 23 add 53. You've already got your 23 add 45 and your 23 add 61. I'd like you to write down those number sentences on your square paper and of course work out the answers. You can partition and recombine if you like, or use your known number facts, whichever way you find easiest. But don't forget to check those answers. Some of you are forgetting to check answers and making silly little mistakes when really you know what you're doing. So pause the video and get working out those answers. Okay, let's generate some more numbers now. Okay, there we go. So pause the video again, create 6 addition sums. Remember you need 2 two-digit numbers in each sum and work out the answers. Pause the video and let's do one more set. Make your 6 addition sums and carefully work out the answers. Pause the video. We're going to use a frog tool again, jumping along the empty number line to count on to work out some 3-digit subtraction sums again. Remember that frog likes to jump first of all to the nearest multiple of 10, then to the nearest multiple of 100, and then to the final answer. Now today, the last jump could be quite big, so when we're adding up the difference all together, it's going to be a little bit trickier. Let's have a look and see. Here we are, look. We're counting on from 786. The nearest multiple of 10 will be 790. How many will that take? Four. Then he'll jump to the next multiple of 100, which is 800. What will that take? What's the difference between 790 and 800? It's 10, isn't it? And how would you get from 800 to 825? That's easy, isn't it? Think about your place value cards. You need to add 25. Now look, that's a big jump. So I'd start with that when you're adding up the total difference. 25 plus 10, 35. Add 4, 39. So we can call this a three-hopper sum. First of all, you're adding a single digit to get to a multiple of 10. Then you add a multiple of 10 to get to the nearest multiple of 100. And then you're adding on a two-digit number to get to your final answer. Now, do you remember I said about checking? Well, we're going to use the inverse of subtraction to help us check our answer. So, means our addition sum, the two small numbers, add them together. If we were correct here, then this answer must be this. Can you think of a cheeky, sneaky way to do this? I would add 40, and that would give me 826. But then you need to adjust, because you should have only added 39. You've added one too many, so take one away from here, and it gives you 825, the same as here. So that must be right. Let's try another one. Now remember, we are counting on from the smaller number up to the bigger number. It's much quicker and easier. If you started at 982 and thought about counting back all that way, that's a long way to count back. So better to count on. Remember, we're going to add a single digit number first to get to the next multiple of 10, which is 860. What's the difference? 4. Now let's get to the next multiple of 100, which would be 900. What multiple of 10 do you need to find the difference there? And the last bit's easy, finding the difference between 900 and 982. It's just the 82, isn't it? But now you've got to add all that together. We wouldn't start with the 4, then the 40, then the 82, would we? I do 82 plus 40 is 122. Add the 4, 126. How can we check it? Using the inverse. Does 856 add 126 equal 982? Can you check that for me? Remember, there are lots of different ways to do it. Did you get 982? This is how I do it. I do the 856 add 100, that's 956. Add the 20, 976. Then add the 6, 982. Hey! So this must have been right in our subtraction sum. Now I need you to find this in your pack and try to use that counting up method to work out the answer. Draw yourselves empty number lines on scrap paper or on the back here, or on your squared paper. Let me see some working out, please, boys. Try and keep it neat, and don't forget to check your work by using the related addition fact. And here's a problem for you to solve for a little bit of extension. Now for more extension, have a go at dicey operations on the Enrich website. The link is in the folder. It is aimed at, look, children age 11 to 14, so it's quite tricky. You might want to try the first games, Nice and Nasty or Dicey Addition first. And there's also all of those activities down the sides to keep you going. And that's your lesson done for today, boys. Well done. See you tomorrow. Bye.